Page 36, Minuet in G. It's a very famous minuet, very famous melody. At the top of the page, they're introducing two new notes, or three new notes actually. In the treble clef, you have a B way up there. It's above the first ledger line. And then the C is two ledger lines above the staff. Just memorize them. You need to know them. For the bass clef, an E is two ledger lines above that staff. Here. It's above middle C. It's here. Just memorize it. You're going to run across it. You just well know that note too. Now, minuet, 3/4 time. Well, it's a minuet. Makes sense. In G, so we're in G major. Okay. All the F's are sharp. Let's just cover the fingering and the notes and all that first. Here in the right hand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Reach up with the fifth finger and then scrunch up. Don't forget the F sharp. Go down to the octave. You can collapse and then fourth finger. And cross over. You're just crossing over for one note. So forth. Let's go over to page 37, second line. You're ending the first line here. I kind of question that because I got to go from here up to here. That's quite a stretch. If I could end the first line here, I could stretch out. I don't have quite as far to go. It's not quite as bad as going from here to here. So in the first line, the last two measures, you're here. Rather than third finger, I'd suggest you use thumb again. Here, that way you're closer to going on. Here. So, second line. 1 and 2 and 3. Thumb comes down. 1 and. Cross over third finger. Remember that sharp is good for the rest of the measure, so all those C's are sharp. In the next line, like a scale. Fourth finger. The reason we're using fourth finger is just makes it a little easier to reach the A. They say 2-3. I prefer 3. I'm in this position. I'd use 3-4. That's the end of the third line there. It's fine because in the next line they want fifth finger anyway, so my fourth finger is closer to it. Then I'm going to cross over. Reach up, one note. Now you stay down here because I want to go a D coming up. Fourth finger, the idea is it makes it easier to play the chord. I want to connect that. I want to connect that. So there. Left hand, well, the G here, G chord. Play it all connected as best you can. I don't see anything tricky about it. Second line, second measure, third measure actually. Here, and reach down, and then a C. Okay, no big deal, I hope. Let's go over to page 37, third line down. It's an A. Cross over to the third finger. Forget the F sharp, it's in the key signature. Now, fourth line, this is the tricky part. We got two voices going on and we want to make sure we cover them both. The stems going up are for the top voice, the stems going down are for the bottom voice. So the top voice is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then both voices do the rest of it. That's really both voices. The bottom voice is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Put them together. So I got to hold the half notes down. So I'm holding this half note down as I play the quarter note. And then I lift up when I do the C. That's what's tricky because it's overlapping. And you want to do it with the fingers. So here, 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 and then the last line, two voices again. hold that down as you play that. Sometimes in that last line, rather than fourth, you can do that with fifth. You're using the awkward fingers more. It's up to you. Put the hands together. Again, I'm playing it all connected right now. I just want to make sure my fingering works all connected. Let's go over to page 37. Second line, you're here. You have a rest in the left hand. This is fourth line down, the last measure. You have a rest there. Lift up in the left hand. You need to come down anyway. Then we can add the articulation. Staccatos or short staccatos. Nice light wrist staccato. You don't have to do these slurs like this. You could connect this. It's more like a phrase. You connect it together. I'd connect the whole second line together. And then lift up before you go on. In the right hand. So I'm lifting up here but not here. Staccato on both hands. Again, at the top of page 37, I'd connect all that together in one phrase. And it's a staccato here. Lift the hands. You can lift both hands at the same time. It's not written that way, but you can. And then you come up here. Again, it's all connected. I'd connect all this together. It's not two separate phrases. It's all just one phrase. Connect it all. That's a staccato. Don't accent that. Just a, and then I'd connect all that. Now it's staccato. You get that? Tenuto. Hang on to that. Now you can, the left hand is a legato. Good luck. You got another rest in the left hand there. And at the end, I'd make those long staccatos. Even throughout this piece, on these staccatos, you can make these long staccatos if you want. It's just a matter of interpretation on how long your staccatos are. They don't all have to be the same length. How do you feel it should be? Experiment with long and short staccatos. Maybe in one place it's a little longer than another. Generally at the end like that, you're loud. I'd make them longer staccato. Then the dynamics is to the melody. Sort of soft, I don't know. The left hand has to be very soft. Crescendo. Go up to sort of loud, just not loud, just a little bit. Go on up to here. And then the second line, come down. Oh, no. To come back down, you can go down to soft. You shape a phrase. Come down off at the end of the phrase. So then next one you're moderately soft again, like you were at the beginning. Crescendo. the second line again, you come back down to soft. Then the second line, it's a new section. You see the double bars? Well, this is going to go up a little bit to sort of loud. The left hand is still going to be soft though. So it's sort of loud. Then decrescendo, sort of soft. And then go back up to sort of loud. That second measure, you're starting that sort of soft. You haven't crescendoed yet. And then this, diminuendo here, in the left hand too. You just make each one a little softer. Now you're soft. Both hands here. Now keep the left hand very soft if you can. That's the melody. The crescendo up to loud. And you can retardando there. Speed-wise, well, allegretto's between moderato and allegro somewhere. Whatever. It's the flow of the piece. You can find recordings of this. To play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. So I'll give us 3 casts. Let's just go over the whole thing real carefully. One hand at a time if you need to at first. 1 and ready and go. And 1 and